Alright, welcome to the results, everybody, and yeah, this weekend was my birthday, so let's see what presents I unwrapped. This is stuff I got at the thrift stores on Thursday, and all from the same store. They seem like they got a bunch of GameCube and Xbox games in it, all in like brand new condition. Some were like ex-rental, but the ones I bought were like immaculate, no scratches, not even sneakers for the Xbox. Said it was a Toys R Us exclusive, which I think I kind of remember hearing about this game. Looks like some sort of, it looked like an RTS, like real-time RTS, something like Battalion Wars, Shenmue 2, which I finally actually have a legit copy of this game for, had the Dreamcast one for a while, and I think the Xbox version has English, so actual dubbing, which I'm happy about. Paper Mario Kart Double Dash. Good prices for Goodwill. I meant $2.50 each. I'm gonna skip to today, which is Monday, and I ordered something for myself because, well, it was my birthday, and I thought maybe I'd splurge a little, but this was something online, and there was no picture, but it had like the worst imaginable description. The cartridge was wrecked. It had like marker over it. The mail had like dots of marker. I asked for pictures. The game was Arrow Flash, and here's the cartridge. As you can see, it's black marker, and he was selling it for $20. I said, you know, I know this game goes for like $30 in good condition. Would you take $13 for it? And the guy was pretty kind, and he knocked it off. I said, you know, it was in worse condition. The actual sticker itself is really clean, so maybe I can get some of that off. Probably try alcohol eventually, but I'm going to try something a little bit more subtle that can remove marker and not destroy labels. So I've used the technique on N64 games, which have no protection. The mail itself is actually in really good condition, other than there's like I said, there's some marker spots on there, probably from you know, the marker. I almost got like, I think, every Genesis shmup out there that I want. Maybe I'll do a can I clean it of this, and you know, have a sped up video. There weren't that many sales listed, but there was one that was supposedly someone who was going around garage sailing, and they wanted to just get rid of all their stuff that they had accumulated. And in one picture, I mean, you really had to have the vision of a dedicated garage sailor, like somebody who goes out to the flea markets and they can just see that one little, you know, yellow Pokemon Yellow cartridge or something sticking out from underneath the binder. Like, you had to have that kind of eagle vision to notice, like, there was this one box that had this side of an N64 grill sticking out, and I saw the backs of these gray cartridges, but it wasn't at all like a detailed picture. But I figured, you know, I got to get to this place that opened at 8. There was a sale that happened one street over from this place that had the N64, started at 7, and I really didn't want to get up that early, but once I saw this picture, I was like, damn it. So I got up, and I got over there probably around 7:20ish. I was able to find these two N64 controllers, but the guy there said that it was actually his wife who was running the sale, and that I should come back later. There was a street that was having a sale. Like, I asked about video games at this one house, and they showed me this pile of DS games that were all 50 cents a piece. Also a DS there, sticker price of 20 on there. I didn't really want to spend obviously 20 bucks, but I wanted to spend 10 bucks for the whole thing. It's great when you know, at these sales, sometimes when the parents, they leave it up to the kids, because the kids are just, you know, they haven't played this in years. Like I said, I said we should take 7, and hoping, you know, maybe she bumped up to 10. But she took it. She's like, okay. So for 7 bucks. Across the street, actually, there was another house. They had, I asked if they had any even like older stuff, and the lady said that she had an N64. So she brings out this N64. Let's see, 3 controllers, red, purple, and gray, and all really nice sticks. System. 4X memory card, which probably will delete your saves. The World Is Not Enough, Tony Hawk, Knockout Kings, and Why Lie Country Off. How many times have I seen this game? Oh my goodness. I was surprised I didn't even see GoldenEye, but there was this one here. I told her I already had an N64 and that maybe I said maybe I could get some of my friends into it. She was glad to take an offer of $5. Right next door to that one, this guy was asking for some assistance with his computer, so I figured, I'd offer his assistance. And I've actually helped people at other sales with their computers, and they've given me discounts or stuff for free. Before I was talking to him, actually, I did find a pink Game Boy Advance SpongeBob Yahtzee. He said that he had some more Game Boy stuff. There was like a poker game and something else I left there. Super Mario Advance 2, Pokemon Diamond, Mario Advance. This cost me a grand total of $3. Heading back to the place where I set aside the N64 controllers, and the lady had shown up, and she said that her son had gotten attached to it, and that I should leave my number. Would you want to buy the N64 controllers? And I said, maybe I'll leave them here in case, I'll come back later and get the N64 and all the games. She brought me over to this table that had Game Boys, and a bunch of really shitty condition games. Tetris, Torpedo Range. This one's not bad. Donkey Kong, 94, and Donkey Kong Land, and Mario Land. Oh, and there was one other one in the Game Boy here, Mario Land. Game Boys themselves. We have the Game Boy Pocket Color, Pocket Red. By the Game Boys and everything, there was a little paper that said Game Boys and Games, $10. And on the back of the pocket, there was actually a sticker that had a 1 on it. As she showed me over this table, some friend of the family or something brought over a dog, and she went over to greet them and have fun with the dog. The grandmother, who was also manning the sale, was sitting there, and I went over to her with the games, and I said, this one says $1, and I guess this one's $1 too. And she's like, alright, $2. So I gave her the $2 and got the heck out of there. There was this one place, though, that I see the sign up every now and then, and I found some good stuff at this address before. They had Conker's Bad Fur Day, some Super Nintendo games, I think Maximum Carnage, and I can't remember, but I found some good stuff at this place before, and it always seemed to me like it looked like they were, I think they manned a flea market, because they had this setup with the tarp, and they had these bins that you would normally see flea market sellers unloading their wares, and it seems like, every time I come there they have different stuff, so but not a lot of it. Maybe they'll have a Game Boy Advance, maybe they'll have a couple N64 games. It's a good thing to come back to that address, because sometimes there's good stuff there. I see this sitting there, nothing around it. I looked everywhere for controllers, and they wanted $20 for this, but I was telling her there's no cables, there's no controllers, would you, could I do $3? I really didn't want to pay more than $5 for this. Anyways, she just gave up and sold it to me for $3. So, yeah. So, I had an N64. I did not have controllers for it. There's no AV cable. I think I might have an extra one. I do have definitely extra N64 controllers, but I should go back and get those N64 controllers from that first place I went to, because this is what I was thinking. That lady, the lady who held the sale was a garage sailor. She got this stuff for some reason to resell it or whatever. I'm thinking that she doesn't have a son, or if she does, I don't think he wants this 15-year-old system. She probably realized the value of this stuff and put it aside to sell later on. I gave myself a little ultimatum. I said, that place closed at 2. I'm going to go down to the thrift stores, and if I can't get back here by 2, then so be it. But I was able to get back there by, I think 15 minutes to 2, and I knocked on the door. She was surprised to see me, and she wanted to sell them for now $3 a piece. And I said, I'm not gonna pay you. How about I pay you $1? I said, how about I pay you $1 for these doll face? And she was, how about $1 each, which was what she originally said. And I said, we'll meet in the middle at $1.50. Be glad that I didn't run into your house and take the rest of the N64. So, Sunday had arrived. Day of this big community sale with 70, 80 houses, and they said that the sale was going from 9 to 1. I was like, 4 hours is kind of cutting it close to get to 80 houses, and I'm going to ask every single damn house. This one lady, she was selling dog stuff, like a dog carrier, and she said her nephew worked for some game review website or something, and he has tons of games. You ask everybody. It doesn't. If someone has a rug out there, that's the only thing. You ask them. I knew that I was going to show up early, and even though every single ad repeatedly said no early birds, I figured maybe they'd take a little easy on me because I'm on my bike. I get up to there around 8:30, so not too early, but first sale I did find some cool stuff at was I said, you had any Game Boy and or maybe DS stuff? She's like, oh, we had this full bin of Game Boy stuff, and it was the mother who was all excited, which is really strange. She brings up this plastic bin. Inside, of course, there's her DS. They're all in really nice condition. This one actually has the game, Spirit Tremon Ranger. Kind of wanted these just for the points, you know. Mario Party DS and Pokemon Ruby. These I think are all, there's nothing in them. One white, Ranger Games, Shadows of Almia, Zelda Phantom Hourglass. We got Soul Silver, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team. And the only reason I really picked up this game, it's not worth much, but I had the case and manual already. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Pokemon Yellow. Oh, what I paid for this. How much, sweetie? Is $5 alright? Yeah, $5 is okay. There were neighborhoods within the larger neighborhood, and this place has some of the most expensive houses I've ever seen. They're small, yet really fancy, and at the top of a really steep hill. You know, I go to this first house. They brought out GameCube games, Mario Party 5, 4. Any other garage sale, you ask a kid, you know, how much they want for these games, and they're gonna tell you 25 cents, $1 maybe. They really have no clue. They just want some money. This kid who's probably no more than 8, he says, I don't know, $20? I said, for GameCube games? And the mother actually helped me along with this one. She's like, how about $1 for each of them? And I continued on with the sales, and you know, as I'm going along, I came across some of my nemesis, and I really don't like to ask the questions around the nemesis. I don't want them picking up the you know, the lingo, how you're supposed to get these games. And they're not these are not they're not gamers, you know. These are the fat, you know, middle-aged women, old ladies. Some guy was definitely, I know this other guy, he runs his own flea market booth, but I don't want them asking the same questions I do. Anyways, at this one place I asked about games, and before I even finished my sentence, I saw this game sitting on the driveway. One game. And the guy said he had a whole bucket full of Nintendo games and Super Nintendo and stuff like that, but he didn't know where they were, and so of course I left my number with him. I only had to pay $1 for this, so that wasn't bad at all. Another random sale, DS games, all were $1, so Robocalypse. Looks kind of cool. Top-down RTS action. The last thing I found, Tetris DX, but this isn't just normal Tetris DX, and maybe some of you eagle-eyed collectors out there will see something a little different just by the face of this box. Maybe right here. So this is not an American release. This is a European release. The round Nintendo symbol is what I'm referring to. We have the oval. It turned out this family was immigrant. They were German immigrants, and they had only this game and a Game Boy Advance game like Monster Jam. I said, how much do you want for the Game Boy game? And they said 50 cents, so I didn't argue with that price one bit. I mean, it was definitely decent finds and all, nothing super crazy that I'm gonna get excited about. if I'm gonna find something, I'd have a better chance finding stuff at a flea market. So yeah, Mint, if it was your birthday week end as well, just let me know. And if you found anything really awesome, I definitely want to see it and definitely want to hear about it. So yeah, you guys know what to do. Get out there and get hunting.